Hello student, today I am talking about Cannizzaro reaction. The name Cannizzaro comes from its discoverer, Leo Cannizzaro. So it's the reaction of aldehydes. The aldehydes which lack an alpha hydrogen when heated with concentrated sodium hydroxide undergo a disproportionation reaction. First of all, we have to know about disproportionation reaction. What is disproportionation reaction? Reaction. So, the reaction in which one molecule will undergo redox reaction simultaneously. So, in which case we can get disproportionate reaction. If we see Cannizzaro reaction, there alpha hydrogen lackings, the formaldehydes lacking of alpha hydrogen give this disproportionate reaction because in this reaction two molecules of formaldehyde react with each other and one molecule of formaldehyde will oxidize and other of the formaldehyde will be reduced, and when is oxidized then we can get the acid carboxylic group or acetate group. When it reduced then we get the methanol. Okay, so in this case we can get the Cannizzaro reaction. Like if we take this as example, so and this is the concentrated sodium hydroxide, and if we apply heat here, obviously the formaldehyde will be two molecules and then we can get CH3OH plus C double bond O ONA. This is the sodium format. And this is the methanol. So if we see the mechanism of this, we can get in this mechanism we can get two steps. Like first of all, attack of hydroxyl group on the carbonyl group. Then if we see, draw this picture like in this way, C double bond O H OH minus, then we will see how this is formed. I will say clearly that this oxygen is more electronegative than this carbon, and that is why this electron will be pulled by this oxygen, and that there will form a partially negative charge and there will form a partially positive charge. Since this is the partially positive charge, this hydroxyl group act as a nucleophile and this will attach to this carbonyl carbon, and we can get this. Since this is pulled, these electrons are pulling by this oxygen, that will be obviously negatively charged, and this is the hydroxyl which is attached to this carbonyl carbon. And second step will be this is the first step. Second step will be hydride transfer. So in this step we will see that another molecule of formaldehyde will attach to this. So if we draw this in this way, OH, and there is hydrogen, and the another molecule of carbonyl formaldehyde, then what will happen? This negatively charged oxygen will give these electrons in this way, and here the electron density will be increased, and the hydride the hydride taking these two electrons and attached to this carbon, that is carbonyl carbon. How this carbon react in this way. Since this oxygen is more electronegative than this carbon, oxygen will pull these 2 electrons, and that will be negatively charged, partially negatively charged, that will be partially positively charged, and this hydride will be attached in this way, and this will be in this, and the react this hydrogen, there is a bond actually, so this electron will be pulled by this oxygen, and this oxygen will be attached to this hydrogen, and then we can get the final product. This is the final product. This is the final product of our Cannizzaro reaction. And then next, this sodium will be attached in this case, and we will get this type of product, sodium plus and CH3O minus. So the solution, sodium plus, will be present, and this sodium plus will be react with this acetate ion, and then we can get the sodium acetate and the methanol. So if we recap this, and we can see the Cannizzaro reaction, this disproportionation reaction happened. How this happened? 2 molecules of formaldehyde react with concentrated sodium hydroxide. The condition is the formaldehyde or aldehyde should not have any hydrogen, alpha hydrogen. So this is the number one condition, and number 2, number 1 is lack of hydrogen, must have in the aldehyde, and number 2 is the base should be concentrated, and then we heat it, then we after that when we heat it, then we can get methanol, and we can get sodium. First step, we can see the attack of hydroxyl ion on the carbonyl group, and you can say that this oxygen is more electronegative than this carbon, and that this electron will be pulled by this oxygen, and there will be partially negative charge and there will be partially positive charge. This hydroxyl group will be attached in this carbonyl carbon, and that will be our carbon ion. So in this carbon ion will further attach to the another molecule of formaldehyde. Then in this case, this oxygen similarly pull the 2 electrons, and that there will be formed partially negative charge and there will be partially positive charge. And in this carbon ion, since it's very active, actually it's unstable, so we can say that this electron will again shift in this way, and there will be form a double bond actually. So in this case, their electron density will be very increased, and this hydrogen transfer in this way, taking these 2 electrons as a hydride and attached to this in this case, and we can get this. We will see this. There will be like it. This will be like this, CH and CH, like this way, and there will be a hydrogen. It's like in this way this will be formed. Okay. So we can say further rearrangement will be happened, and then this negatively oxygen ion will take this hydrogen, and this electron will be pulled by this oxygen, and then we can get the acetate ion and the methanol. In this way this is formed. So this is all about the Cannizzaro reaction. So I think this is very clear for you. This is the basic things. I will give another example which will give Cannizzaro reaction. This will benzaldehyde. Benzaldehyde is another aldehyde which has no hydrogen, alpha hydrogen. So this is the first condition. So here we see that one is disproportionation reaction, and then know about disproportionation reaction, and the aldehyde which is the alpha hydrogen has no alpha hydrogen. So this is all for today. Thank you. We will next discuss about aldol condensation. So for today, thank you.